Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is qualifying ahead of the 2022 British Grand Prix. If you are new to the channel, if you are a Formula 1 fan, then please get yourself subscribed because I'm live not just today, not just tomorrow, but for every single qualifying and every single race from the Formula 1 World Championship. And please drop me a like if you do enjoy the stream, because that really helps out the channel and helps me grow, because we've only been going about 3 months, so we need all the help we can get to get the channel moving. But yeah, guys, it's just started raining at Silverstone. Literally the last couple of minutes it's just started raining, and rain equals drama. Love it. Cannot wait. How are we doing? Who's in the chat then for this qualifying in Silverstone? Ernesto, welcome in. Chris Poundcoin, yeah, I didn't see you yesterday, Chris, but welcome in. You joined for the main sessions, innit? You're here when it really matters in quali. So welcome in, Chris. Donald's in as well. Welcome in. Keith Lard. Rain on the way. I know it's going to be so tasty. It's going to be so tasty, this qualifying session. Can't wait for it. Cara, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Tax. How are we doing? Yes, so here we go, guys. Qualifying round Silverstone in the rain. I mean, we saw a bit of a wet quali, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago in Canada, and Fernando Alonso banged it on the front row. When you've got like mixed conditions, it's literally anybody's game. It's literally anybody's game. If you've got like a wet to dry, and whether it's like this decision of like, do you go on inters, do you go on slicks, and then someone risks it, and literally these are the conditions you want. You don't want too much rain to the point where they have to cancel it and red flag it and all that drama. You just want a little sprinkling, a little shower here and there, and that'll do as a treat. Let's get the live timings ready then. That should be up on the screen now. Hopefully I won't have to refresh that. It'll just rock and roll when the cars go out of the garage in about 5-6 minutes. We get this qualifying session started, but they're about to play the theme tune. I got to get the headphones on now. This is British Grand Prix quali, and now we're going full hype. Oh mate, this is one of the best qualifying sessions of the year. This quali for British Grand Prix, and the thing is as well, we could have, even if it's dry, we could have a 6-way fight for pole position. You know, Lewis and George looking quick. You know, I've got to say though, Max Verstappen in the Red Bull does look like he's got a little bit of a chunk, a little bit of a time in hand, shall we say. But I tell you what, Mercedes are improved, and I see him right up there. I think it was you know, for some at some point in practice this morning, there was like a 10th in it between like the top 4. This could be seriously close. Yeah, Spa 2021, we don't want that. You see, that's the thing. It's a thin line, because too much rain and it just kills it. It just absolutely kills it. They just throw a red flag and then I'll have to bridge like an hour gap of just talking. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want too much rain. You just want a little hint of it. Just enough where you've got to think, oh, do we go inters? You know what I mean? And then... But it's looking that way, man. It's looking mixed conditions quali. Mate, love it. But yeah, Spa was too much, man. Spa was too much. Oh, here we are for the intro then. Can't wait. Bum, 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 bum. In fact, I'll try... Yeah. A couple of seconds ahead on there. On Sky Main. Oh, we're on it. Watching a Goodwood. Yeah, Keith. In fact, I was going to do a bit in the news roundup on Thursday about that flipping. Keith, did you see that, what's it called? McMurty Spearling, lad. Something like that. McMurty Spearling or something. That thing is rapid. That thing's like got like F1 pace. Like obviously over a short distance, like just like 30-second sprint, like. But that thing was rapid. If anyone hasn't seen that, it's some electric car that creates its own downforce with a fan at the back. and he did the Goodwood Hill climb on last Sunday, and beat Nick Heidefeldt's record in a Formula One car up the up Goodwood Hill, and made that thing's an absolute missile. McMurty Spearling or something. Next level, that thing. So yeah, I was watching Goodwood. I should go to Goodwood, really. I've always wanted to go to Festival of Speed. But yeah, British Grand Prix this weekend. They always do it that way. They always do Goodwood Festival of Speed the weekend before the British Grand Prix. So you have like a back-to-back. You know, I bet there's people do Festival of Speed and the British Grand Prix back to that. You know what I mean? You've had a good couple of weekends out there if you're doing that. But yeah, it looks like it's raining, man. We're on a helicopter cam, flipping 4 minutes away from the start of qualifying, and it's raining. I've got the weather here, 16 degrees and cloudy. Nah, I'm wrong. Well, it was 16 degrees and cloudy about 10 minutes ago, but we're gonna... I love it. This could be anybody's game. Yeah, it was mad. Max Chilton, yeah, Max Chilton. He had a couple of years in F1, didn't he? With what was that team? Virgin Racing? No, Marussia. Turned into Marussia, didn't he? Yeah, Max Chilton. I know he's had 2 or 3 years in Formula One, but he's in IndyCar now, isn't he? But look at the rain here. I tell you what, this is gonna be sketchy. And the thing is, you don't want too much rain because we're gonna be delayed and all that, and we don't want delays. We just want a little bit of rain. But yeah, this qualifying session is just... The betting odds have just... Like, all bets are off now. This could be wild. This could be wild. Yeah, Donna, welcome in. Lewis, yes, bro, I'm buzzing for this one. Literally, Lewis, how are we doing? Plenty of red flags. It could be a red flag kind of afternoon, couldn't it? How long's this session going to be? You know, quali's supposed to be an hour, but in Saudi Arabia, you know, Mick Schumacher had a hell of a crash, and that qualifying session was 2 hours. So somehow I waffled on and got through it. You know, when it comes to Formula One, there's not many that beat me on a waffling competition. So I managed a red flag situation or multiple red flag situations if it comes to that, but it's not ideal. I'll admit, it's not ideal. We just want a straightforward thing. But yeah, see what happens. But they're all queuing up at the end of the pit lane anyway. It's about to get underway in about 1 minute's time, and I am absolutely buzzing for this. 1 minute. 2 Williams are right at the front of the pit lane, and a Haas as well. Everybody keen to get out because ironically these could be the best conditions that you get. If you know, this could be as dry as it gets, because if it keeps on raining and keeps on getting worse, you just never know. The first lap could be absolutely crucial. Stanley John 1-1 to Palace. What's that, a pre-season thing? Pre-season friendly or something? Well, this isn't a pre-season friendly today. This is a battle for pole position at the British Grand Prix in the rain. Nigel Mansell, I assume that's his son there with him. 1992 world champion, the year I was born. Nigel Mansell was the world champion for Great Britain, for Williams as well. Oh, but yeah, we're about to get underway then. Green light it is, and quali is underway. So I'll put my little green flag emoji thing, and with green flags up and running. And yeah, let's see if the live timings fancy working immediately. If not, I might have to refresh the web page, because live timings isn't always 100% reliable. But let's just see. If we see names flickering and changing order, then it's working. Oh yeah, it's flickering. It's flickering. It's alive. The live timing board looks like it's alive. I can see names flickering around. We'll be doing all right there, my lad. We'll be doing all right. So yeah, a lot of rain, a lot of spray. This is going to be brutal. Anybody could get knocked out, you see. Like you could have a top guy. You're thinking, oh yeah, Leclerc pole or Verstappen pole. You make a mistake in this, spin off, boom, you're gone. Like... This could be ruthless. One mistake and you're gone in these conditions. Why does your map look different than the one on TV? No, because it's the I've got it the other way around. Yeah, they've got it. It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, they've got it flipped. I don't know. I suppose that is the right way to have it, the way they've got it on the TV. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's the same layout anyway. But yeah, it's just flipped. Yeah, OCD, yeah, no, it's just flipped. But yeah, everyone out on the intermediate tyres then. Live timings look to be updating, so we're sweet on that. And yeah, but everyone just tentative. And 16 minutes for this Q1 session. Of course, if you don't know how qualifying works, it's split into 3 sessions, Q1, Q2 and a Q3, otherwise known as the pole position shootout. But yeah, Q1 is just about not being in the bottom 5. If you are in the bottom 5, 16th through to 20th at the end of the session in 16 minutes when the time runs out, your grid position is set. So if you get knocked out, you're in the bottom 5. That's the position you'll start the race from tomorrow. Then we go through the top 15, or then go through to a Q2. And at the end of Q2, that'll set the grid positions. If you're 11th through to 15th, your grid position's then set, and the top 10 go through to Q3 to fight it out for pole position, and that'll be in about an hour. But right now, it is Q1, so it's all about getting through. You know, this isn't setting pole position. This is just about surviving and not being in that bottom 5. But I'll tell you what, in these conditions, anyone can be in the bottom 5. As we see Charles Leclerc, looks like the first guy on a bit of a flying lap then. Heading into Luffield for the first time. Decent spray off the cars. I know, man, this is proper rooster tails coming off the back of the cars. This is treacherous conditions. Could see some big names out. That's what I mean. Wet conditions. Anybody could, the camera could just cut to boom, someone in the gravel, and their day's over. But yeah, what we're saying is Denver doing USC tonight. No idea. He was actually, Lewis. He was talking about doing that. He was talking about whether he's in any kind of, I don't know why his hangover's saying, but he was talking about doing that. So, but I don't know. Is the honest answer on that. But he was talking about it. Yeah, decent spray, man. But yeah, Charles Leclerc, purple in the middle sector, fastest of anybody. So if a sector comes up green, that's their personal best. Purple sector is fastest of anybody. Each circuit on the Formula 1 calendar is split up into 3 sectors then. So Leclerc's green in sector 1, purple in sector 2. So he's fastest of anybody and crosses the line with a 1:47.5. Does Charles Leclerc, sets an early little benchmark. But look at the conditions then on board with their Carlos Sainz down to Stowe. And wow, this is a proper challenge. They're earning the money today. And we've got a yellow flag. What's going on? What are we going to cut to? Has someone just had a spin and carried on? Or what kind of a situation have we got? But there is a yellow flag out. Green flag it is again, so maybe just someone ran wide, maybe a little half spin or something, and carried on. But we're back under green flag conditions as Sainz goes P2 then. So it's Leclerc from Sainz. Alexander Albon in the top 3 immediately. He'd be happy with that. But only 10 drivers have actually set a lap time so far. Yuki Tsunoda pops up P6. Daniel Ricciardo 3rd. Then everyone just getting that initial banker lap in the bag then. For Q1, here comes Lewis Hamilton to the line, goes P2 then, 0.3 of a second off Charles Leclerc's Ferrari. Here comes George Russell, just pops in a second behind his teammate in P3. But Verstappen's looking quick, purple in the middle sector as we go on board, and literally on board with Lando Norris. Helmet camera, P7. Max Verstappen blasts everyone out of the water there and goes 2 seconds quicker. Max Verstappen laying down the gauntlet straight away with a 1:45.7. Nicky Latifi goes, Alexander Albon. Hey, 2 Williams in the top 5. Right, stop the count. Oh, Mick Schumacher in top 3. Right, that's it. Verstappen, Albon, Schumacher. Boom, that's it. Cancel it all. Now, it's done. Nah, it's just a case of like every person that's going to cross the line is going to be quicker than the last man. It's just the tracks, tracks just going to get quicker and quicker and quicker, and everyone crossing the line is going faster than your last man. But that was a moment that, Albon, Schumacher, both in the top three. I don't think that's ever happened before. Is this on TV? I know it's on Sky, but because it's the British Grand Prix, it might be on Channel 4 as well. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But it might be on normal TV as well. But I don't know. But I've got it on Sky anyway. Lance Stroll to P9 then. Yeah, green now. Great view behind the wheel. Yeah, it's helmet cam. Pierre Gasly goes P3. Yeah, Lando Norris running a helmet cam in the helmet right next to his eye. So yeah, fantastic camera angle he's had for a few weeks now. Danny Rick P4. Tax will be loving this. Lewis Hamilton P2, but no one can beat Leclerc's 43 flat at the minute. 11 minutes to go then in Q1, and this is just chaotic. Every man that crosses the line is just quicker and quicker and quicker. You can come across the line and go P1, and then a minute later you're P16. Like, it's just crazy. Verstappen goes top again then with a 42.8. Track's just getting quicker and quicker every lap. Yeah, Channel 4, yeah, man. Latifi 6th, yeah, stop the count. I mean, listen, that proves my point that Latifi 6th, that was about 30 seconds ago. He's now 16th, so it's just the times are just tumbling every single lap. Mick in P7 then. I tell you what, I loved Canada with both. In Canada we had both Hasses in the top 6, didn't we, in quali, and Alonso on the front row. I'd take half of the drama of that today. You know what I mean? Alonso front row, both Hasses in the top 6. Yeah, I'd take that. The more unusual result, the better in my book. You'd have backed the underdog. But yeah, at the moment though, it's not underdog city. It's Leclerc from Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Bottas, Russell, Zhou Guanyu, Lando Norris and Kevin Magnussen P10. But Sainz goes third then. And the track already looks like it's drying out some. Sonoda goes into the top 10. How are the timings doing? Leclerc, Verstappen. I think it's pretty much up to date. Yeah, we're up to date. Yeah, it's updating. Let me know, by the way, if there's any problems with the live timing doesn't work, or or the audio goes, or anything. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, in fact, it is a bit weird because when the live timings is on point, it's actually I think it's about 5 seconds quicker than the actual television coverage. So you'll see it there first, and then me reacting to, and then me watching it, and so it's a bit of a weird one. I wish it was like fully synced up, but when the live timing's on point, mate, it's about 5 seconds quicker than because that really is live, and it probably takes 5 seconds for it to come through to the TV. But yeah, Alex Albon then top 10. Cool, lad. I'd love to see Alex in Q3. That would be mega, wouldn't it? That would be mega. Yeah, rain easing off now, according to Zhou Guanyu's engineer. Well, Norris's engineer. And yeah, there's already a dry line appearing into the last couple of corners then. Is that the Abbey chicanes are called? I can't. But yeah, on board then with Fernando Alonso around the final corner. Onto the newly named Hamilton Straight. I think that was the name last year, wasn't it? Yeah, Hamilton Straight. Talk about, that's quite an honour, isn't it? Having a straight named after you while she's still racing as well. Like, usually that's the thing they do for like a legend that's like been retired for 50 years, isn't it? But Lewis is still racing, so he's got his straights named after him. But yeah, we go then. George Russell goes quickest on a 41.7. Ooh, and the crowd, you can hear the crowd backing that one. Wow. Vettel struggling and only up into P15. So, with 7 minutes to go, do we start looking now at the bottom 5, which is Latifi, Magnussen, Gasly, Schumacher and Ocon. They're the ones in trouble, and they've got to improve if they want to make it through to Q2. Yeah, Latifi, Magnussen, Gasly, Schumacher, Ocon as we follow Mick Schumacher around towards the end of the lap now. Last couple of corners. Come on, Mick. But yeah, Verstappen's gone quickest by over a second. But Leclerc bridges that gap, goes P2 by a third of a second. But here comes Mick Schumacher to the line, P14. It's not really good enough. Needs to improve from that. Yeah, drop a like, Marley. Yeah. Drop a like, guys, if you are enjoying the stream. Yeah, subscribe as well because I'm live for every single quality and every single race. Welcome in, Farhan. Yes, JJ, welcome to the stream. 6 minutes left in Q1 as Kevin Magnussen goes top 10. Make that Bottas top 10 now. Goes P8. Both Alfa Romeos in the top 10 at the minute. Decent for them, but it's Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, and Fernando Alonso goes P4. Can he pull a madness off in mixed conditions for 2 races in a row? I would love to see it. I hope that front row by Fernando Alonso isn't a flash in the pan. I was saying the other day, I think Alpine are genuinely pushing this season. I see Alpine beating McLaren this season, put it that way. But yeah, here comes Pierre Gasly across the line then. Only P14. I tell you, AlphaTauri look to be struggling this weekend, as do Haas, as do Aston Martin. So I'd wager it'll be a chunk of those 6 cars in the bottom 5. Unless something strange happens. But yeah, Danny Rick as well has really struggled this weekend. I think in free practice 3 a couple of hours ago, he was 1.2 seconds behind Lando Norris. Of course, that was in dry conditions. But 1.2 seconds off his teammate was Daniel Ricciardo. Really was struggling in practice. But mixed conditions, you never know. But he's down in P19 at the minute. It's Danny Rick. And it's a big second half of the season for Danny because he's not having a good season, is he? Here comes Esteban Ocon then for Alpine. Yeah, both Aston Martins in the elimination zone at the moment. Got to porpoise it. Hey, you know what, JJ? On the reel, I know you're just joking, lad, but on the porpoising, it's virtually non-existent now, which is only good news for Lewis Hamilton's lower back. And the rest of him, but especially Lewis Hamilton's lower back. The porpoising is starting to become a thing of the past, I would say. It's starting to become a thing of the past, yeah. Which is a good thing, man. There was a joke. In Azerbaijan, it was a joke, the porpoising. So I'm glad that there's a little bit like you see going into cops, a couple of cars bouncing a little bit going into cops, which is a bit of a mad one. When you do 160 mile an hour, you don't be bouncing along, but it's improving a lot. And they're sorting it out. But yeah, here we go then with Sebastian Vettel round the final corner. Then what can he do? He's 17th at the minute, goes 10th. Decent. 4 minutes to go. And that's a good lap from Vettel. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda to the line and he goes top 10 then. Okay, that's decent. And Verstappen, every time Verstappen goes round, man, I think what they've done is they've just fueled everyone up for the full 18 minutes and then just going round and round and round for the full 18 minutes. And that's it, you know. There's no like real strategy about, use this set of tyres for 1 lap, come in, did it now. They just sent the cars out with, you know, what will it be, a quarter of a tank of fuel, third of a tank of fuel, and said, right, do the entire session. And every time Verstappen goes round, man, he goes top. So, you know, that's sort of telling you something. It's telling us something that, yeah, Verstappen by 0.6 of a second. I tell you what, yeah, Martin Brundle just saying, yeah, there's a 6-second spread, which is unbelievable. You go to some, you know, in the dry, it'd be like a 2-second spread, 2.5. But 6-second spread, yeah, between first and last, which is mad. Albon goes P11 then. So at the moment, the top is Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz. Well, make that Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, Perez top 4. Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull. Where's Lewis? Lewis down in 13th. 3 seconds off the pace. He needs a lap, man, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Lewis needs a lap. You don't be knocked out at home where you're an 8-time winner. And there it is. And there it is. As I say, he needs a lap. Boom. Lewis goes P2 then on quick maths on what, a 40.3, something like that. Yeah, 40.4 for Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, he needed a lap, done the lap. 1 minute 50 to go in Q1. Down at the bottom, we've got Gasly, Latifi, Stroll, Ricciardo, man. And you've got Norris up in P7. Ricciardo needs a lap. And he's gone personal best, Sector 1, Sector 2. And Ricciardo now round the last couple of corners. What can he do? Come on, Danny. You've got to get out of Q1, man. You can't get knocked out here. And goes P13. Nah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough, that 3 seconds off the pace. He's a second and a half slower than Lando Norris in exactly the same car. Oh, Danny Ricciardo, it's really baffling, man. It's really baffling. Go on then, Nicky Latifi, Chris Poundcoin's favourite driver. Nicholas Latifi, he needs fans, you know what I mean? He needs his fans. And comes round to the line, top 10. Well, he's got a chance of getting through, Nicholas Latifi. You know, I'm here taking the mick. I shouldn't be taking the mick at all. You know, on the rear. Put on the top 10. But Haas is struggling. Schumacher crosses the line, but only goes up to 17th. But Kevin Magnussen goes top 10. Oh, this could be... Oh, anyone could get knocked out here. AlphaTauri struggling, Aston Martin struggling down the bottom there. Stroll last of anyone. And Stroll's usually good in mixed conditions. Now, I've seen Stroll put it on the front row in mixed conditions in Italy quite a few years ago now, but memory of an elephant, I remember. But yeah, I always rated Stroll in mixed conditions, but today he's not really been on it. Pierre Gasly goes P8 then. So the time's about to run out, and then when you cross the line, once the time's run out, that is it. That is it. So here we go. These are crucial laps. Oh, Vettel's going to get knocked out because the other guys are going to improve, and he is. Vettel's definitely out then. Tsunoda goes P12. Ricciardo P13. Oh, that's touch and go for Danny Ricciardo, whether he gets out. Leclerc goes quickest, by the way. Tsunoda and Ricciardo round the bubble. It's dangerous. Verstappen goes quickest. Here comes Esteban Ocon, who needs a lap because he's in the bottom 5 with Vettel, Albon, Schumacher and Stroll. Go on then, Ocon. You got to get out of Q1, man. And does. Boom. P9. He's safe. So both Williams now are in the bottom thing. Oh, Latifi improves, but... Oh, that's on the bubble, that. Latifi 15th at the minute. But if Magnussen improves, or Schumacher, or Albon, he's in the bin. Here comes Mick Schumacher. Go on, Mick! Oh, he's out. Mick Schumacher P18 at best. Oh, no. Magnussen's out as well, and Albon's out. So that's it then. So it's Albon 16th, Kevin Magnussen 17th, Sebastian Vettel 18th, Mick Schumacher 19th, and Lance Stroll 20th and last on the grid for the British Grand Prix tomorrow. No dramas. I'm surprised we saw no one in the gravel, no one in the wall, no one spun, no big spins, no cutting corners. That was pretty smooth considering the conditions. Fair play to everyone, man. You know, I'd expect to see 1 or 2 dramas given the conditions, but it's pretty smooth running. So Nicholas Latifi makes it through to Q2. Well done. Hamilton got his lap. He certainly did. 10th safe. Who is that? Apologies, Chris. But Latifi's through, Chris. So buzzing. But yeah, both Haas, both Aston Martins, and Albon in the Williams out. What do we think of that? I've never been to this one. No, I have. I haven't been since went in 2011. A long time ago. Fernando Alonso won that day. When I went to the British Grand Prix, it was Daniel Ricciardo's. I've been to Silverstone since then, but not for F1. World Endurance Champion. But yeah, when I went to the British Grand Prix, man, it was Daniel Ricciardo's debut for HRT. What a weird one. Yeah, yeah, 2011. I think Alonso won the race, man. For Ferrari. That was Alonso. That was Alonso's heyday back then. Hamilton was only 4th, I think. I think Hamilton's won virtually every single year, and the year I went, he didn't win it. He wasn't even on the podium when I went. I think it was Alonso, Webber, Massa or something. But yeah, I've been for a long time. Been to the Mexican Grand Prix as well a few years ago. That was an experience, tell you what. That was some kind of atmosphere for the Mexican Grand Prix. But yeah, so that's it for Q1. Latifi through is probably the big news. No big guns knocked out, and do you know, I was expecting one or two mistakes given the conditions, but clean as a whistle, and all the big guns live to tell the tale then as we head to Q2 in a couple of minutes. I'd love to go racing maybe next year. Yeah. Hey, one day, you know I've made it, Donald, when one day you see me and it's no more green screen and there's no more graphics. I'm actually on the grid. Oh, that's when you know I've made it, yeah. 2027 British Grand Prix. I'll be there with the microphone, giving it. What do you think to your chances, Max? Boom. Then yeah, I'll be on the, you know what I mean, grid pass all the lanyards. So many lanyards that you can't even see what's going on. All the pit lane passes, everything. Oh yeah, that's a dream. That's when you know I've made it. When I'm on the grid. Yeah, one day. Yeah, Vettel not happy that he's been knocked out. P18 and P20 for Aston Martin. Hope so. Oh yeah, it's a matter of time. Welcome to the stream, Will Rally Sport. If that's how you're saying it, yeah. Will Rally Sport. Latifi through to Q2. Is that the first time this season? I would wager yes. But possibly no. But if I was to bet, I'd say yeah, that might be the first time Nico Latifi's got through, yeah. I mean, someone could probably pull up a thing and go, no, in Bahrain he got through, or I don't know, maybe happened before, but no, fair play, Nicholas Latifi, but you're going to beat your teammate in this sport, and that's exactly what he's done, and got through to Q2. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Danny Rick got through. Yeah, it was looking a bit dodgy, wasn't it? It was looking a bit touch and go for Danny Rick, but he just about made it. But yeah, ready for Q2. I don't know if it's still raining. I don't think it is raining anymore, or if it is, it's very light, chippy as they say in Mexico, but a very light drizzle, if there is any rain at all. But so it was quick. So Verstappen ended that Q1 session quickest in the end from Leclerc. I can't even see who was third. Yeah, from Russell was third, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez. Zhou Guanyu was seventh. I tell you what, Alfa Romeo have shown good pace there in mixed conditions, 7th and 8th for Alfa Romeo. They'll take that on the grid, won't they? If they can get both cars through to Q3, that'll be mega. Aston Martin did awful in the rain. I know, man. The thing is, as well, I was saying a few minutes ago, I usually rate Stroll in mixed conditions. He's had a couple of really good performances in mixed conditions. Lance Stroll. He had I think he got pole position in Turkey in the wet for Racing Point, and I'm sure he got a front row in Monza in the rain once. That's like 2017. Yeah, I'm sure he got a front row once in a Williams. Did Lance Stroll in the rain? So I usually rate him, but he's 20th and last. Not his day, is it? Not his day. And he did get a point. You know, everyone slates Lance Stroll, but I don't think he's that bad. I think he deserves to be on this grid by merit. He got a point as well last time out at his home race in Canada, but he'll do well to get any points this weekend from P20. It's raining again, is it? Let me have a look in a minute when they all when we go to the circuit. But I trust you. Joe doing really good at the moment, top 10, yeah. Looking like he's going to get a deal as well to remain at Alfa Romeo for 2023, which I think he deserves. You know, he's had a reasonable start to his Formula 1 career, and listen, that Canadian Grand Prix that he pulled out of the bag a couple of weeks ago was definitely his best race. Definitely his best race, Zhou Guanyu. He was in the mix. I feel like he was on the television coverage more. He was having more battles. He was battling for like P7, P8. He was really. It felt like he was really involved in the race last week, because, you know, I say this every week, but the worst thing to be in Formula 1 is anonymous. You ain't going to last long if you're anonymous. You're better off doing risky dive bombs and it not works out, and you have a few hitches and crashes and spins. You're better off doing that than not trying it and being anonymous, I tell you now. So if Zhou Guanyu can finish in the points, that's what he needs with Bottas on form as well. Seems to be finishing top 10 every single week, Bottas in the other Alfa Romeo. But yeah, Zhou Guanyu has done pretty well. Massive vibration, says Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, Q2's underway. Q2 has started. And it looks to be a little bit of rain on board with Lando Norris, but maybe just a little bit of drizzle. But everyone out on the intermediate tyres still. That seems to be the perfect choice in these conditions. But yeah, there is a bit of drizzle. It is raining, but not bad enough to just enough to keep the track wet without the serious puddles in the aquaplane, and we don't want too much. Just a little bit of a drizzle will do. And that's exactly what we've got. Yeah, looks like it's still on inters. Yeah, everyone's still on inters. I don't know, confirmed. It was his first time in Q2. Whatever. No, not ever, surely. This season. Surely. Gee, no, not ever, surely. You got my mind spinning now. I'm thinking like 2019, 2020. I'm thinking I must have, but maybe not this season. Yeah, maybe first time this season. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Chef Gilika. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I went for it. Max Verstappen. Yeah. What about him? Pole position, you reckon? Yeah, it's probably a safe bet. Max Verstappen. Your prediction, rally is Max first, Leclerc second, and Lewis third. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd take that. But I feel like Leclerc needs to win this weekend. But you know what? Max is looking quick, man. Here we go, and then on board with Lando Norris. Helmet cam. Cross the line, P6. Are the live timings still updating? Should be. Yeah. Live timings are sweet. Here comes Perez then. Goes quickest by 7/10. Go on. So yeah, this is all about getting through to the pole position shootout. So at the end of this session in 10 minutes plus another lap. So at the end of the session in about 12 minutes, 11th through to 15th will all get knocked out, and then we go for a top 10 shootout. So this is all about getting through, and Max Verstappen immediately goes a second quicker than Sergio Perez in exactly the same car. Just straight out of the pits and straight on it for Max Verstappen. Hamilton pops into third, and Russell makes it Mercedes 3 and 4 then. Alonso P5 at the minute. Where are the Ferraris? Yeah, Ferrari haven't really set a representative lap time yet. Zhou Guanyu P3, go on! I'd love to see an underdog like we had in Canada like Fernando Alonso, bang, front row. I'd love to see another one of those. Zhou Guan Yu, imagine Zhou Guan Yu top 3. Yeah. Sign me up for that. Lando Norris, fastest of anybody in the middle sector. Go on then, Lando. He was looking quick as well. Was it yesterday in FP2? I think Lando was like, or was it FP1? One of the practice sessions yesterday. I think Lando was top 3. Showing great pace, and does again now. Goes P2. And I tell you what, he's right up there with Verstappen as well. Only a third of a second behind Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Wow, great lap. And this time's going to go quick, man. You're already 8.5 minutes to go. You know, already like 7 minutes into the session, which I find hard to believe. Sunny up here in Cumbria. Yeah, it's not really sunny here in Manchester. Look at Zhou third. I know, I can't believe it. Norris now third. Max takes pole, more than likely. But you never know. Mixed conditions. You never know in Formula 1. George Russell P4. Super Max, yeah. He is. Yeah, practice 2. Norris, yeah. He was rapid. I was like, oh my God. Could they be on the pace? Could they be on race-winning pace? But that might be over-egging it a bit. Latifi top 10. Go on. No, mind you. If Nicholas Latifi gets through to Q3, that will definitely be the first time he got through to Q3. I won't even have to look at the stat book for that one. Yeah, conditions getting worse and look at the hanger straight, yes, soaking wet now. Yeah, they tell you what, the conditions are worsening. Ooh, this could be. The problem is you don't want too much rain where the race directors start getting a bit twitchy. But yeah, we got Verstappen quickest on a 40.6, Hamilton 4/10 of a second. But with conditions getting worse, how much are people going to improve? But Carlos Sainz improves and goes P4. So Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Russell the top 5. Lewis doing good in the wet. Yeah, he is. I think Mercedes are generally seem to be doing a lot better this weekend. It seems to be more on the pace than they were in Canada, that's for sure. I think Latifi heard what I said. Look at him top 10. I know, man. I can't believe it. He's still top 10. If Nicky Latifi gets through, that is boss mode. Here comes Bottas then into Stowe. Oh, steady. You know, I'm surprised. I mean, I might be jinxing it here, but I'm surprised we've not seen any, incidents. Just an incident in the race. I'm surprised we've not seen any incidents, like anyone going wide, spinning off. I can't. It's amazing. But yeah, Bottas looks like he's just starting a lap then, P12. So yeah, with 5.5 minutes to go then, it's Gasly, Bottas, Tsunoda, Ricciardo and Ocon who are in trouble then. 11th through to 15th. They'll be knocked out at the end of the session if it remains like this. But still 5 minutes to go. Gasly and Tsunoda in the pits then, though. So both AlphaTauris, putting a new set of inters on, but I was going to say they're going to put on the full wets, but if you put on the full wets, you ain't improving that time, are you? Raining quite a bit more, says Charles Leclerc. Maybe that's it, you know. Maybe people won't be improving too much now. 4.5 minutes to go. Max Verstappen and leader. He's the leader at the minute in this qualifying session, yeah. Leclerc second, yeah. Lots of famous people in there. I know. Gordon Ramsay, Keanu Reeves. Well, Gordon Ramsay's always been into his Formula 1, though, hasn't he? I remember Gordon Ramsay in the garage in 2008 at the British Grand Prix. You know, Gordon Ramsay's not just another celebrity making an appearance, but he's genuinely into his Formula One. As is Rowan Atkinson as well, but I've not seen him this weekend. But yeah, Gordon Ramsay making another appearance. But Keanu Reeves is... I heard in the build-up they're making a film about Ross Brawn's life, or... Ross Brawn's career in Formula One or something like that, which strikes me as a bit odd. Like, for Formula One nerds, that's brilliant. Yeah, like, you know, Ross Brawn, absolute legend, but I feel like people outside the Formula One bubble have never even heard of Ross Brawn. So how they're making a Hollywood movie out of it is a bit of a surprising one, but crack on. Crack on with that. Hollywood movies of F1 left, right and centre at the moment. Flipping Brad Pitt doing one with Lewis Hamilton, and flipping 2 or 3 more in the making. What's going on? But yeah, cut to Nicholas Latifi, but no one's really improving now. 3 minutes to go in Q2, and this might be it. Nicholas Latifi might be through just on the basis that it's just the track's getting wetter and wetter, and no one can improve. Oh my god, this could be it. I mean, these guys are in trouble now. Pierre Gasly P11, Valtteri Bottas P12, Yuki Tsunoda P13, Danny Ricciardo P14, who's not really looked on it this weekend anyway. Esteban Ocon P15. That'd be the biggest upset probably. Bottas 12th, not great, but Esteban Ocon P15 is not what he'd be wanting. And look at that. I mean, his personal best in Sector 1, but really? Are you really going to improve in these conditions? I don't know about that. Yeah, he's got to be careful, yeah, because he doesn't want to go off the circuit, but I can't see him improving with a track like this. Max is off gone wide. I didn't see that. Latifi gonna do it. I know, Q3. He could on a reel. Latifi could be through it, which is you'd have got 500 to 1 on that, Willie Emil. Yeah, the top 5 are in the pits, man. Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz and Russell are all in the pits. Bottas complained he can't see. This is getting where it's like red flag territory, and we don't want red flag territory. Lewis in second, yeah, man, he's safe. He's safely through. But the conditions are just getting worse. But welcome to the stream, Matty Parker. Yeah. As we see Esteban Ocon going wide out of turn, what would that be, 4? But yeah, man, the conditions are getting worse. I can't see people improving now. Yeah, Lewis doing great in the wet, as he always has during his career. You know, Lewis has always been pretty decent in the wet, and that might be an understatement. He's had some huge performances in the wet in the past, not least round here, 15 years ago. But yeah, 40 seconds to go. And this looking like what it is. It is looking like what it is now is what it's going to be. And Gasly, Bottas, Tsunoda, Ricciardo and Ocon are heading out. And Nicholas Latifi, Zhou Guanyu as well. I tell you what, flipping Bottas being knocked out and Zhou Guanyu getting through as well. Is Ricciardo going quicker? No, I don't think so. It's a wet one. It certainly is, Anto. It certainly is. A wet afternoon in Silverstone. Victory, Max Verstappen. Well, considering he's won 6 out of the first 9 races, I reckon he's got a good chance, yeah. Cut to Pierre Gasly going down the hanger straight. In an absolute mountain of spray into Stowe, but it looks so slow, man. It's not No one's improving here. And look at this, a Williams on a celebration, because they know no one's improving, and they know that Nicky Latifi is through to the pole position shootout. Something which I never thought I'd ever say. And just to add insult to injury, well, insult to injury is probably the wrong way to put it, but just to add an extra dynamic to it, he's in the old spec Williams as well. He's in the old spec Williams as well, just to rub salt in the wound. Like, they put all these fancy new side pods and everything on Alexander Albon's car. He's down there in 17th, or where is he? 16th. And Nicholas Latifi with the OG Williams. Boom! Top 10 shootout. Go on, Nicky lad. They never write a man off. Hey, that just shows you, doesn't it? You can never write someone off. That's mad. Had all the confidence. Oh, Chris, you knew. This is why you started supporting him, innit? Because you knew he had this in his locker. See, nobody knew that Nicky Latifi had a top 10 in his locker, but you knew, Chris. So full respect. It's like the ironic joke that's actually like becoming serious now, isn't it? It's like the ironic thing, but it's like, oh, actually, he could get some points this weekend. You know what I mean? You got to support him for real now, Chris. A top 10. I wouldn't have had that. You had it. Oh, you had it. You know, even my madman predictions don't get anywhere near a Latifi top 10. I don't even have. When I do the predictions on a Thursday, I don't even have Latifi's picture as an option for me to select. Like, on this screen of my predictions, you know, I have got the drivers like this, you know, moving around and that, yeah. I don't even have Latifi as a picture. That's how mad this is. He's not even on the radar as a pickable option. So that's how mad this is. But yeah, I might have to get his profile picture downloaded in, locked in the predictions screen. At this rate, Jesus. Highest position ever now, without a doubt. Yeah, this is Nicholas Latifi's big day. I think Lewis top 3 if it's raining. Yeah. Lewis pole. If Lewis slaps it on pole, imagine the crowd. Well, I tell you, if Lewis, George, or Lando, well, especially if Lando slaps it on pole, my God, everyone would be on the feet. If George slaps it on pole, that would be scenes as well. But if Lewis goes, oh, that's a big statement. If Lewis goes, bang, have it. But it's unlikely, I'd say. I'd say it's as unlikely as Nicholas Latifi being in this top 10, so you never know. Pigs can fly. Right, what is happening? But yeah, we're about to get underway for Q3 in a couple of minutes. The pole position shootout. Yeah, replay with Nicky Latifi then, seeing his last couple of corners of his flying lap. But wow, in the original spec Williams as well. Hey, not bad for a number 2 driver. Who knows that reference? Yeah, who gets that reference? Flipping, and it was at this circuit as well. Not bad for a number 2 driver. Flipping Mark Webber. What year is that? 2009? 2010 maybe. But yeah, not bad for a number 2 driver, Nicholas Latifi. That'd be amazing. Lewis pole. Any of the Brits, Lando Norris would probably be the most insane. That would be absolute scenes. But yeah, if any of the Brits slap it on pole now, it's I mean, they're all in the top 10. You know, they're all in the top 10. Fair play. Prediction 10th Latifi, yeah. Yeah. I think 10th is probably as good as it gets for Nicky Latifi. But you never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Maldonado won the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix. Crazier things have happened. Hey, watch on Sky Sports. Yep. Sky Sports for me. Yeah, Anto is doing well. Right, come on. Q3 coming up. So yeah, who's through then? So it's Latifi, Show, Perez, Alonso, Norris, Russell, Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, Vettel. So you got so both Ferraris, both Mercedes, both Red Bulls, and then you've got a Alpine, an Alfa Romeo, a McLaren, and a Williams. Wow. Tell you what, Alonso's doing well. Zhou Guan Yu as well. Bottas out and Zhou through. They've not even mentioned that. But that's big. Zhou's doing well, man. But this is where it all matters. This is what it all boils down to. The next 12 minutes of Q3, the pole position shootout. What's everyone's predictions for pole position, guys? Initially on Thursday morning I predicted Leclerc, but I think Max is looking very strong, to be honest with you. I think Max is looking, if he can hook up a lap, it'll be difficult, but it depends on the conditions as well, you know. If the conditions is a track that's drying out lap by lap, it might just literally be last man across the line is the quickest, you know, and it might just be about where you are on the track position wise in the final run might decide pole position. So you just never know with these mixed conditions. Everything's in the air, you know. If you've got Nicky Latifi in the top 10, that just proves the point. You know, mixed conditions day can just throw anything. Lewis thumbs down. Lewis is doing well. Lewis is doing very well. He's going Lewis. Yeah, Matty, that would be mad. That would be mad. Max Pole easily. I hope not. I hope it's not that easy. You know, fair play if he gets it. But you want it competitive. No matter who gets pole, you want it competitive. Lewis for me, that would be mega. Mansell, I know. Nigel Mansell, is he in the Ferrari garage, is he? Yeah. I think, did Mansell drive for Ferrari, McLaren and Williams? Which were like the three biggest teams in the day. I think so. No, he did not. No, maybe Mansell didn't drive for McLaren. Or did he? I don't know. He definitely drove for Williams and Ferrari. But yeah, here we go then for Q3. This is it. The previous wins. Yeah, look at that. Hamilton winning 3 out of the last 4 British Grand Prix. 8 in total Grand Prix wins at the British Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. And nobody, interesting stat, well, if you like me, it's interesting. Nobody has ever won 9 Grand Prix at one circuit. I think Michael Schumacher's got 8 wins in France and maybe Canada, but Schumacher's got 8 wins in France and Lewis Hamilton got 8 wins in Britain, but no one's ever got 9. And if Lewis was to get a 9th this weekend, I said yesterday it would be one of the biggest wins of his career. If Lewis wins tomorrow, it would be one of his top 3 wins of his career if he wins tomorrow. Mega. But yeah, that's tomorrow. This is now, and let's see the Max Verstappen. No, it was Max giving it full beans out of the final chicane and fully lost the rear end. That is not the ideal start to the lap that he wanted. Oh, these conditions are Flipping nearly full wet conditions, these. This is like borderline between intermediate and full wet, I think, with the tyres. But they've all gone out on the intermediate tyres. Well, Nicholas Latifi's not even gone out yet. Everyone else on the track then, the other 9 drivers all out on the track, and the next 9 minutes will decide pole position for the British Grand Prix. Leclerc looking quickest straight away. Ferrari, Williams, Mansell. Yeah. Stop raining. Wow, no, Max lost it then. Yeah, sure, 9 minutes to go. How we doing, bro? Here comes Max Verstappen then down into Cops. Yeah, but he's got to take it easy there into Cops. You can't just chuck it in. It's like a balance where you want to be on the limit, but you know that you go over the limit by one little degree and it's a game over. This is where they really earn the money now. 8 minutes to go. Charles Leclerc fastest of anybody in the middle sector then. Oh, Max has gone round! Max has spun! Oh, beautiful 360 pirouette, but that's his lap time in the bin. Max Verstappen spins on the first attempt in Q3. Ooh, the drama. We love it. Of course, he'll get another chance. You know, he didn't crash. He didn't go off the circuit, but that's ruined his lap time. Zhou Guan Yu P1. Stop the clock. Stop the count. Zhou Guan Yu's P1. Oh, Lando Norris P2. Leclerc, here comes the Mercedes guys to the line then. It's Lewis Hamilton to the line. Oh, only P6. 3 seconds slower than Zhou Guan Yu. Zhou Guan Yu's pulled a lap out of the bag here. The Mercedes are in the 152s. Zhou Guan Yu's in the 49s. Zhou Guan Yu's 9/10 of a second quicker than Sergio Perez. Oh, Alonso goes P1. What the hell? Alonso's gone 3 seconds quicker than anybody. How's Alonso done a 146? Oh, that's incredible. Oh, Alonso's in a different dimension. He's 3.2. He's over 4 seconds quicker than Leclerc in a Ferrari. What the hell has Alonso done there? That's incredible. Yeah, the track's improving here. Everyone's gonna. Oh, this could be any grid. With Alonso going 3 seconds quicker, this just proves this could be anything. What the hell? Yellow flag in sector 1. Sainz goes quicker only by a 10th. Quicker than Fernando Alonso. He set the bar. Someone's gone off. And Leclerc absolutely batters that time. Is it Verstappen with problems again? No, Verstappen's quick. Someone spun off, but it's not Max. Trap clear. Oh, I can't even keep up with this. Look at the gap between Leclerc and Verstappen. Half a 10th. What the hell? He's evil, isn't he? Alonso's pure evil with that one. Zhou Guan Yu was quickest. Yeah, man. Crazy. Yeah, so Max goes wide out of the final chicane. Perez goes P3 then, so it's Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez now top 3. Alonso. I tell you what, Fernando Alonso's looking really competitive. Where are the Mercs? Russell's 1.6 off the pace. Verstappen fastest of anyone, sector 1 though. If he can put in a clean lap, Max, he'll smash the time. 43 thousandths of a second between the top 2 at the minute. Alonso only 2/10 off the pace. He's on it this weekend, as he was in Canada. Where's Lewis? Lewis 7th at the minute. Sainz 1.2 off the pace. He needs to improve. Latifi's not even been out yet. Is he just going to do 1 lap at the end? Maybe he used to, I don't know. But Latifi's not even out of the Well, he might be out of the garage now, but he's just going to do for 1 or 2 laps at the end. If Nicola Latifi bangs it on pole, all bets are off. Comes out of the pits, bang, imagine. Oh, I would die. But here comes Verstappen to the line then and goes 1.8 seconds quicker. Into the 42s, yeah, Max Verstappen, 42.996. Here comes Lando Norris then round the final corner. Go on then, Lando. Go on, pull a surprise. Boom! P2. 4 tenths. It's going to be last man across the line. It's going to be last man across the line. And Lewis now goes P2. 3 tenths of a second slower than Verstappen. And Russell makes it Mercedes 2 and 3. Here comes Zhou Guanyu then. Perez up to 5th. Leclerc holding off for pole. Oh, appreciate it, Sean. Appreciate it. We support each other, bro. Big love. Boom, Lewis back in second. I know, man. Both Mercs in the top 3. Latifi's only 41.5 seconds off the pace. That's ridiculous. Nah, he's obviously not settled that, but that does look funny on the timing screens. Everyone within 3 seconds, and Nicola Latifi 41.5 seconds off. Nah, if he bangs it pole, I'll die. But yeah, so with 3 minutes to go, and probably, 2 more flying laps to go, it is Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Norris. I tell you what, all 3 British drivers in the top 4 at the minute, which is mega. Here comes Leclerc then starting a flying lap. No, sorry, correction. Finishing a flying lap. Goes P2, so it's Verstappen from Leclerc by 2.5 tenths. So virtually, I mean, the gap between Leclerc and Hamilton, 2nd and 3rd, is 4 thousandths of a second. Incredibly close. Virtually identical lap times. But now, Hamilton goes 27 thousandths of a second slower than Max Verstappen. Lewis is on it. Here comes Fernando Alonso round Stowe then. Oh, this is anybody's game, man. Lewis is flying, he is. I know, I figured out that you love Max Verstappen, Shefki. Believe it or not, I've actually managed to figure that out. But yeah, Fernando Alonso goes 3rd. Oh, this is going to be last man across the line, man. This is going to be last man across the line. Here comes Charles Leclerc round Maggots and Beckett's, then down the hanger straight. But Verstappen looking quickest. Verstappen's gone quickest in the first sector, but Leclerc... Oh, I tell you, this could be any one of... I mean, I was about to say any one of 6 drivers. I tell you what, Perez and Sainz are well off the pace. Sainz is 2. Oh my God, no he isn't. Oh my, this is anybody's. Sainz has just gone P1 by 8 tenths of a second. Last man across the line takes pole. Last man across the line will take pole position here with 50 seconds to go. Here comes Max in a 41 flat. The track's just... improving like half a second every time they go round. It's another half a second, another half a second, another 8 tenths. And it's just last man across the line. Norris P3. Oh, this is where it's all about the order of where you are on the circuit. It's literally what it's boiling down to. The order. Look at Latifi, 22 seconds off the pace. It's all about the order where you are on the circuit. The order in which you cross the line decides it. This is incredible. Yeah, so Alonso's going to be first man across the line, which is a massive disadvantage. Or is it or could it end up with Alonso being last man across the line? This is actually critical. So Alonso crosses the line with 3 seconds to go and we'll get another lap. Alonso will be last man. Alonso will be last man. Okay. I back that. Oh, Sainz is rapid. Oh, yellow flag, sector 3, green though. Someone must have... Oh, Leclerc spun. The rumour mill is that Leclerc spun on the final corner, but we're watching Carlos Sainz. So has Leclerc blown it then? Well, Leclerc's not even crossed the line. There's Sainz goes pole at the moment. So Sainz sets the bar then. But everyone's got to cross the line. Everyone's got to cross the line. Latifi's happy with P10, so he's out of it. He's in the pits. And Leclerc only third at best. So Leclerc ain't getting pole. Here comes Max Verstappen to the line. Doesn't improve. It's still Sainz. It's still Carlos Sainz. But we've still got about 7 cars to cross the line. It's not over yet. Ferrari clap and celebrate, but it's not over yet. People got to cross the line yet. Sainz from Verstappen, Leclerc at the moment. Norris 5th at best, so Norris ain't on pole. Norris 5th at best. Hamilton P4 at best. A bit disappointing for Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton only 4th, so it's still Carlos Sainz. It's still Carlos Sainz. Where's Perez? Where's Alonso? And where's Zhou Guanyu? Has he done it? Has Sainz? Is that it? Well, Perez goes P4. They're writing off Alonso. Hamilton only 5th. This is it then. So that's it. We've done it. Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is on pole position for the British Grand Prix. And the final order then. What happened to Fernando Alonso? Did he make a mistake on his final lap? But he's not even crossed the line. I was hoping for a big Fernando Alonso drama like we got last week, but not to be. Alonso must have made a mistake, and he's left Carlos Sainz by 72 thousandths of a second. Takes pole position, his first ever pole position. Wow, that was good. Sainz from Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Hamilton only 5th. And then Lando Norris 6th, Alonso 7th, George Russell 8th. He'll be disappointed with that. George will be disappointed with a P8. Zhou Guanyu 9th, and Nicky Latifi was happy with his P10. Didn't even try and improve. Wow. Guys, drop a like for the Carlos Sainz pole position. Out of nowhere. He wasn't even on his teammates' pace. I've never even... I didn't even have Carlos Sainz in my head for snagging pole. But... what a lap. As I was saying, Sainz is 2.2 seconds off the pace and well out of it. He went bang, P1, and that lap was not beaten. Fair play, Carlos Sainz. Thing is, in my predictions, I keep predicting a Carlos Sainz win, and this weekend I haven't, and this weekend he's got his best chance. And I've been pushing the Carlos Sainz thing. I've been going, yeah, he's going to win this week. Crashes out. He's going to win this week. Breakdown. He's going to win this week. Brake failure. It's like, for God's sake, I give up on him this week in my predictions. And there he is. Typical. But yeah, Sainz pole. Verstappen on the front row still. You know, World Championship leader. You can't write him off. And Leclerc P3. That's about it, guys. Yeah, I know. Can't believe it. Sainz has got it. Yeah, Lewis 5th. Meh. Yeah, Sean. Anyone in chat play the new F1? Oh, yeah. That reminds me, actually, Sean. Yeah, I'll be doing a series on here. I don't know whether I'll do my team or whether I'll do normal career mode, but I will be starting an F1 22 series on this channel starting from Tuesday night, 7 p.m. So, yeah, join me for that. But before that is the British Grand Prix. 10-3 tomorrow for that one. So yeah, join me for that. With Carlos Sainz on pole position. First ever in the sport. Max P2, Leclerc P3, and Lewis only P5. He'll take that. But yeah, guys, peace out. Drop a like if you have enjoyed the stream. That was a hell of a qualifying session. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. If you are new to the channel, you are a Formula 1 fan, listen, I'm live for every single quali and every single race. But yeah, peace out, guys. That was a good one. Peace, guys.